So, download 2025. The day splits have been announced, and day splits are kind of weird to me. Because, well, let's just look at the lowest stages first here. So we get the Dogtooth stage. It's quite stacked with bands who I believe should be higher up. And if we're looking at the Sunday specifically, Sick, Whitechapel, Fit for an Autopsy, Unprocessed perhaps, could all be on higher stages, I believe. Cradle of Filth on the Saturday could be on a higher stage, but it's a headline spot, I guess. It's whatever. But yeah, so this is just personal opinion, really. It's not. I don't know. I just think the days could have been. The bands on each stage could have been on, could have been better organised. I think, just my personal opinion. So, obviously, there'll be a lot of band clashes. That can't be helped. It's going to happen. Can't account for everyone's taste, so that's something that goes on every year. You just can't. It's impossible for the organisers to sort that. So great to see the quality on the lesser stages. Yep. Yes. Good point. Yeah. It's just, for me personally, I just think they could be higher up. I think, although I think it means longer sets for these bands, so that is a positive. Not enough variety on each day. That was one of my big points. So you're looking at the Sunday here, and it's stacked with kind of heavier bands. There's not a lot of variety there. I think they could have spread the melodic and the heavy across the days a little better as well. Just you look at this first day, it's all kind of mostly classic kind of rock punk bands. You could have had a wee, I don't know, you could have a wee palate cleanser in there just in between. It's just a lot of the kind of same sound. To me, anyway, it's just, I don't know. I just think it could be better set up there. Oh, there is a couple of bands missing from the poster from the original announcement. Filter was the big one that I seen, who are not on the lineup anymore. I don't know what's happened there. And there was another band who, the name I just can't remember. So, yeah, it's not important to me. It's just something I noticed. So the headliners, are the headliners good enough for this festival? In my opinion, yes. I think Green Day, obviously, have been around a long time. Very, very popular band. Not exactly my thing. I really liked the early stuff, Dookie and all that, but since maybe early 2000s, I've just kind of fell away. I've not really, just personal, not my thing. Korn, big band. I don't think they've really been in this position before. I've only been to Download once before, and the headliners when I went were Aerosmith, AC/DC, and Rage Against the Machine, which are three huge bands. Now, Korn are a very, very big band. Are they of the calibre of an Aerosmith or an AC/DC? Probably not. But I do think they're big enough at this point to headline Download Festival. They've paid their dues for a long time, so I think they deserve it. And Sleep Token, relatively new to the scene. They have built up a huge following in those 8 years. I'm pretty sure 2017 was the first release. In that time, yep, gained a massive following. Are they big enough to headline probably the biggest festival, the biggest metal festival in the UK? Yep, I think so. I think performance wise, the fact that they have sold out a lot of shows in the UK very recently, actually. So, yeah, I think they're big enough. Just the same complaints are going to happen every year. It's inevitable. People are going to be unhappy with the lineup. It's the same thing every year. Or bands are missing, or what have you. It's just, it all comes down to personal preference there. I'm happy with the lineup this year, so there you go. I might not have been happy last year. I don't know. I didn't go. I don't care. Just, if you don't like the lineup, don't go. If you do like the lineup and you can afford it, go. Simple as that. I have heard there have been issues with the layout, the between stages and camping and all that, but I can't really comment on that. I've not been in 15 years. When I was there, it was quite difficult to get from camping to the stages. It was a good 20-25 minute walk, which is ridiculous in its own right, but you've got to expect that with a festival that huge, so can't really do much about it. So there is enough variation between the stages to move between them when there is a band you don't like. Yep, that's true as well. Like, if I look at the Sunday is difficult for me because pretty much like 95% of the bands that I am paying to go to see are on that day, which I wasn't to know when I bought the weekend ticket. If I had known before, I would have bought a day ticket, but there's not much I can do about that. I am still happy to go the whole weekend. Might discover some new things. There is a couple of bands on the other days that I really like to see, but like looking at the Sunday here, Dogtooth Stage, Vower, Unprocessed, Novelists, Cattle de Cap, Fit for an Autopsy, Whitechapel 6th. I could stay at that stage the whole day and be happy, but there are some bands on the main stage that I really, really like and really want to see. Meshuggah, Spirit Box. I'd really like to see Orbit Culture. Other stages, the other two, I'm not too bothered about, apart from maybe House of Protection, who I'd quite like to see, but there's going to be clashes. I can't avoid them. It's just inevitable. Friday, I want to see Weezer. I want to see Jimmy Eat World. I want to see North Lane. And that's about it. Opeth maybe. But Opeth will probably clash with Weezer or Jimmy Eat World, so I have seen Opeth before, so I'm obviously going to choose the band I've not seen before. So Saturday, Sleep Token, obviously. That's no clash there, that's great. Don Brocco, Loathe, perhaps. Wouldn't mind seeing The Darkness. Lastel, and possibly Cradle of Filth, because they do put on a great show. Not a big fan of the music, but still fun show. So what, 4 or 5 bands? Oh, Unpeople as well on the Friday. I forgot. So maybe 5 bands the first day, 5 bands the second day, and then there's like 15 bands on the third day. So just for me personally, I would have liked a kind of, I don't know, just a wee bit mixed up better. Just that's just a personal thing for me, but the download organisers are not catering to me and me alone, so it's obviously I understand, and I will make the best of a difficult situation there.